Do you wake up in the middle of the night and struggle to get back to sleep? Well, watch this video to learn 5 top tips that you can use right away to help you get back to sleep. And make sure you stay till the end because the last 2 might surprise you. Hello and welcome to my channel. It's really wonderful to have you here. My name's Tricia Maitland and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist practicing in Bath, UK and online. And I'm really passionate about helping my clients reduce their anxiety, improve their sleep and grow their confidence so that they can create the life that they deserve to live. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified when I post a new video every week. So without further ado, let's begin with number 1, which is acceptance. So when we wake up in the middle of the night, we can straight away go into that anxious state where we start having all these negative thoughts, and we might be having negative thoughts about we're never going to get back to sleep again and how are we going to function the next day. And all that does is that increases our anxiety, which prevents us from getting back to sleep. So the first step, which I think is the first and the most important, is acceptance, where when you wake up, instead of going down that negative spiral, you say to yourself, you wake up, acknowledge it in a non-emotional way, and say something like, I'm awake and it's okay, I'm awake and I know that it will be okay and I'll get back to sleep, that things will get better. And by accepting it without judging it, without placing emotion on it, means that you're keeping your anxiety levels down, and that's going to help you be able to relax and get back to sleep. So number 2 is breathing. Now, breathing is a very powerful way to relax not only our body, but relax our mind as well. So that when we're stressed, we take shorter, shallower breaths. But if we can take some deep breaths in, so filling up our lungs and taking long, slow breaths out, we can relax our mind and our body. And I'll link to a video where I go through a breathing exercise with you, a very short 5-minute breathing meditation. And doing that, in bed, taking some deep breaths in and out can really get you into that relaxed state, which you're going to be much more easily be able to go back to sleep. So number 3 is getting out of bed. So this is very much a cognitive behavioural therapy technique for insomnia. That the suggestion is if you can't get back to sleep within 20 minutes, you get up out of bed and you do something relaxing, is because if you're in that anxious state, you start associating bed with not sleeping and anxiety. So by getting up and doing something, and it doesn't mean getting up and watching the TV or getting out your iPad, it means doing something really relaxing, like say a jigsaw puzzle in low light, or perhaps knitting, something where you're not engaging your brain, can help you relax. So moving on to number 4, which is probably one you may not have heard before, which is telling yourself a story. Now this might sound a bit strange, but it makes sense. Because when we wake up and we get stressed, the negative thoughts come in, it's really hard to stop them. But by telling yourself a story, and it could be a story about a place that your favorite holiday destination, or a memory that's a really favorite positive memory. For me, I make up a story of this lovely fantasy place that I like to go to. So I imagine that I've found a secret garden with my magical key, and I'm going through the door into this beautiful garden, and that makes me feel relaxed and calm. And it may be hard to think of it off the bat, so it might be something you want to think about during the day so that you can pull it out of the bag when you need it in the middle of the night. And the way to do it is by actually as though you're reading a story to yourself. So it could be, I'm going through the door, I'm putting my feet on the beautiful grass, or it could be you're going through the door with your magical key and your foot's going on the grass and it's lovely and soft and green and the birds are twittering and you're feeling so happy and calm. And as I said, I know it sounds strange, but I know that it's worked for me, and I think within a few minutes it helps me to get back to sleep. So that's definitely one thing that you could try if you've never tried that before. And moving on to the last one, number 5, is a self-hypnosis technique called AUTOGENIC training, which translates to self-generating. And this was created by a German neurologist in the 1930s to help people with anxiety and sleep problems. And it was found that when people used this technique, it helped them in so many different ways. And the reason why this self-hypnosis technique is so helpful and powerful is that we're training ourselves to move out of that fight or flight state and into that rest, relax and repair state where we're able to go to sleep. And the way that it works, for those of you who've done body scanning or yoga nidra, it's kind of similar, but it's different in a way that you're commanding your body to go into that state as if it was in rest, relax and repair. So you're telling your arms and legs to be heavy and warm, you're telling your stomach to be soft and warm, you're telling your forehead to be relaxed and cool, your heartbeat and your breathing to be steady and regular. And it takes about 10 minutes to go through this process where you're telling yourself to relax. And again, this is something that has worked really effectively for my clients, and it also works for me as well, and I use it all the time. It's something though that you need to practice a few times a day for a number of weeks and memorize it yourself so that your body can get used to it. But I can guarantee if you do that, it will make a difference. So if you want to give autogenic training a try, I've got a link below where you can download a bit more information about it and the wording so you can start practicing it today. So I hope you found these 5 top tips useful, and I'd love to hear in the comments below if there's anything in particular that you found really interesting, or perhaps even another tip that you've used that works for you, because it'd be fantastic to share that with everyone. So if you liked this video, give me a like below, subscribe, or share with anyone who needs help getting back to sleep. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.